lovers, it is G-Swizz here, and I am here today with my most anticipated releases for the rest of 2018. In almost every single video, at least every single video where I recap a month's worth of reading, the year is going by so fast. As I'm currently speaking, I'm in August, but who knows, I might just be in September when you guys are watching this video. There are gonna be so many great releases happening for the rest of this year, and I'm really excited for them. I mean, a lot of people tend to do seasonal anticipated release videos. They're cool and stuff, but let's be real, we've got one more season in the year, and then we've got a third of a season. We've got spring. For a bunch of you guys, it's fall, because some of you guys are watching me from the Northern Hemisphere. Holla at ya. It's gonna be spring here, so I could call this like spring anticipated releases, but let's be real, there's gonna be like one winter anticipated release. So I decided to just do anticipated releases for the rest of 2018. So I guess without further ado, I'm gonna share those anticipated releases with you guys right now via my phone. My phone should have the list on it, so let's do this, yo. The first most anticipated release that I will be mentioning on this list today is a book that I currently own, or at least an advanced reader copy I currently own, that I started but I haven't completed yet. So of course I need to get on it. I'm talking about Mirage by Samaya Doyd. If you guys don't know, this is our Biblio Squad book pick of the month for September, and I'm so excited to be reading it. It has been blurbed by Veronica Roth, and I think that that was the main reason why I wanted to pick it up in the first place. It looks like a fantasy, but it is actually a Moroccan inspired sci-fi. I've never heard of such a thing, hence that's another reason why I wanted to pick it up. I definitely do want to race through this book because I hear so many amazing things about it. As in filming, it's not out yet, and I'm just hearing rave reviews from everyone, including my favorite author. And so if I can trust my favorite author, if I can trust a bunch of reviewers, I'm pretty sure I'm going to enjoy this book myself. I got sent this book in exchange for an honest review, so I'm really excited to read it and review it for you guys once I actually get to reading it. Next book I have on this list is an anticipated release of a book that I liked, I didn't love. I'm still anticipating this release because I really do want to know what is going to happen. And that, my friends, is Wildcard by Marie Lu. This is the second book in the Warcross duology. I liked Warcross. I really did like the concept. I also really loved the writing when it came to the actual games. I hated the romance though. I'm sorry, this might potentially become an unpopular opinions video, but Hideo Tanaka can choke. Don't at me. I'm sorry, I have very negative opinions when it comes to Hideo Tanaka. Maybe it's also just because I'm just very bitter about the fact that the romance just took the front seat for a long time in the book, whereas I wanted the actual games to take more of a front seat and the romance to take like a subplot. I don't know. At the moment, I'm yet to find a Marie Lu romance that I absolutely adore. To be honest, my favorite personal Marie Lu romance, it wasn't even like a big romance, but it was in Batman Nightwalker, I think. Like, I enjoyed that because I loved the way that Marie Lu wrote young Bruce Wayne. There are so many male characters from Marie Lu at the moment that I'm not really a big fan of, besides the side characters in Warcross. I really do love the side characters in Warcross, and I want them to be expanded upon so much more than I want Hideo to be highlighted, because everybody loves this mysterious millionaire, billionaire guy, and I just honestly couldn't care less about him. So in all honesty, I have high hopes. Don't burst out into Panic at the Disco song. I'm just seriously hoping and praying Marie Lu really does highlight upon the side characters, because I was more intrigued in them more than I was intrigued in the main characters. And I did like Emika. I wish I could like her more, and I honestly feel like I would have loved her more if her priorities were in the right place. But I'm pretty sure in the sequel that they will be, especially with the ending and all of like Warcross and stuff. That is why it's an anticipated release. Please don't let me down, Marie. Third anticipated release I have to mention on this list today will be An Absolutely Remarkable Thing by Hank Green. Guys, no joke, me and my friend back in the day, I think we were talking about Turtles All the Way Down. This was like a year ago. Just had a random discussion between ourselves about Hank Green. The potential that maybe one day he will write a book and it will be a sci-fi. And look what happened. He pretty much spoke it into existence. An absolutely remarkable thing is happening. Like, it's technically a sci-fi. I mean, like, we got a bit of it right, but I think it's a sci-fi contemporary-ish type of book, and I'm really really excited for this one. I'm not saying that their books are going to be similar whatsoever, but through my love of John Green, I discovered Hank Green, and I love Hank Green so much. I love his individuality. I'm just so excited to see his individuality in this book. I'm not picking this book up because I love his brother. I am picking this book up because I love Hank Green. Hank Green is just a very fun guy, as well as very smart, and he helped me with my homework multiple times, and so I'm just excited to read a YA book from a guy that helped me with my homework. The vlog brothers are just awesome. DFTBA. And my fourth most anticipated release of the last part of 2018 that is probably, I don't know, it might just be my most anticipated release on this entire list. I honestly don't know, because some of them are just competing against each other non-stop. Sometimes my heart prioritizes one and sometimes my heart prioritizes another. I am rambling on. Anyway, I just gotta mention it right now. The Muse of Nightmares by Laini Taylor. I am so excited about this book. We didn't even know whether the sequel was gonna come out or not this year, and I'm ecstatic that it is. Because Laini Taylor, apparently, she's a slow writer. That's a big reason why Stranger Dreamer was pushed back 2 years or something like that as to like when it was actually meant to be released. I wasn't anticipating that book at all when I first heard about it. Every diehard Laini Taylor fan, when it came to like, you know, Daughter Unspoken Bone and stuff, fans of that series were really anticipating this series, and I wasn't a part of that crowd. I had ended up falling in love with this book through reading it with a book club. It was one of the most magical reading experiences I'd ever experienced. Seriously, I love Stranger Dreamer so much. I cannot wait to reread it in the month of September. I'm just so looking forward to that. It is going to be amazing. It's happening so soon. I honestly cannot believe it. I know it's been like a year and a half since Stranger Dreamer came out, but as much as it should feel like it's been a long time, I feel like it's just flown so quickly. Oh, okay. Here is an anticipated release, a really anticipated release, an anticipated release we've been anticipating for years, and that, my friends, is Kingdom of Ash. It is the final book in the Throne of Glass series. I never saw this coming. I never saw the series ending. It's so surreal to me that the ending is just so close. But you know what's not hard to believe? This book is almost 1,000 pages. It will probably be the longest book I have read in my entire life besides the Bible. I am looking forward to devouring it. This book was actually originally meant to come out the day after my birthday, and so I would have potentially been able to take leave for my birthday, but also leave to read Throne of Glass. But unfortunately, I don't have that many leave hours to take more days off of work than I need to, if that makes sense. Like, I wanted to take, not my full birthday week, but like a couple of days in my birthday week off, and I wanted to dedicate some of that time off to reading Throne of Glass Book 7, but now that Throne of Glass Book 7 has been pushed back a week earlier, I mean, it should be something that I'm thankful for. Unfortunately, it's something that I'm kind of sad about because I can't take time off work to read Throne of Glass Book 7. I know that some of you guys are happy that Throne of Glass Book 7 has been pushed on to a closer release date from now, but I'm low-key sad. Only because it would have fallen on my birthday week and I would have actually been able to take some time off of work, not just to celebrate my birthday, but to take some time to read Throne of Glass Book 7 without getting spoiled. Because you need to read Sarah J Maas's books so quickly or else spoilers are just everywhere. Not gonna be a fun time. These books have embargoes for reasons. Anyway, that is such a first world problem and I need to just stop complaining about it. But yeah, I'm really excited for this and I'm super nervous because I never anticipated the series ending, and it's ending. This series means a lot to me. It means a whole lot more to me than the Court of Thorns and Roses series. As much as I do enjoy that series, I don't love it to the point that I love this series. It's such a rare opinion these days, but it's my opinion, so yeah. Next on the list is the only comic book that is on this list. Usually I don't put comic books on anticipated reads lists because I don't really keep up with their release dates too much. I just wait for them to come out and boom, they come out and I get very excited. However, this comic book run I've made the exception for because I need to stay on it. Ever since I read the first volume, I've just been so in love with this world and these characters again that I just need to keep up with it. That, my friends, is the Runaways series by Rainbow Rowell. The volume I'm talking about is the second volume, Best Friends Forever. It will be coming out the day after my birthday, which is October 30th. Yes, that's right, 29th of October, that's my birthday, guys. Don't miss that. Not like I'm meaning to drop any hints or anything, and I'm not too sure if any of you guys have seen, but today, as I'm filming this video, I just found out that Funko are making Runaways Funko Pops. My chill has been 0 all day. I'm trying not to accumulate too many Funko Pops at the moment. I'm trying to save up for when I go to Booknet Fest next year because, let's be real guys, I just need to dedicate a lot of time to saving, but these are tempting. I need all 6, okay? I don't need one in particular. No, I need all 6. As much as I want Gert the most because I can relate to Gert on like a spiritual level, I need all 6. All of them are my babies. I love them. I adore all Runaways, and I would die for every single one of them. Anyway, I need to stop gushing about how much I adore these characters. But then again, me emphasizing that kind of emphasizes how much I really do need volume 2 of Rainbow Rowell's run. She has been killing it with this series, and I just need more comic books by Rainbow Rowell. People think that she's on a hiatus and she's not writing anything. No, she's writing, guys. She's just writing for Marvel. I'm living for it. And I will buy and read every single possible Marvel thing that she has ever published out there because she really impressed me with volume 1 of Runaways. The 7th most anticipated release I have for the rest of the year will be Archenemies by Marissa Meyer, which comes out a week after the Runaways. Oh my goodness, wait a second. Wow, okay. There's literally like 3 weeks of new releases that I'm anticipating. There's Kingdom of Ash, there's Runaways Volume 2, and there's Archenemies. They all come out a week after one another. Oh wow, this is gonna be so great. I adored Renegades, and I need to reread Renegades because I've forgotten a lot that happens in the book, except for the fact that there's amazing sexual tension between my babies. I also really loved the world building and the superhero elements. There are a lot of cheesy superhero tropes out there. They are my guilty pleasure. I adore them. I feel like I need more of them. I know a lot of people out there just find them to be annoying at times and they just overuse. I live for any type of superhero trope there is out there. Marissa Meyer's writing style, as well as those kind of classic superhero tropes, they mesh well together. She is just a perfect superhero slash vigilante writer. You know what? I want Marissa Meyer to write comics. I really do. After reading Renegades, she has proven to me that she is trustworthy with superheroes. I'm really excited at the fact that this is going to be a trilogy now rather than a duology. Even though Renegades was a chunky book, it didn't really contain that much, and I don't know how much can get resolved in a second book. So I'm not gonna lie when I say that I'm kind of glad that they're actually making this a trilogy. My personal opinion, I'm really excited for it. I just cannot wait for Archenemies. Number 8 on my most anticipated releases of the rest of the year will be The Crimes of Grindelwald by J.K. Rowling, the original screenplay. I love these screenplays so much. I just find them fascinating. When Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them came out, everyone went to see the Fantastic Beasts movie first, and I don't know what I'm gonna do with The Crimes of Grindelwald because I did end up reading the screenplay for Fantastic Beasts first, and I went into the movie. People can appreciate things on a different level, but I appreciated reading the screenplay before going into the movie because I love the experience of reading a screenplay. But not only that, when you get to finally visualize it after you've read it on paper, it kind of feels like you're reading a book and then watching its adaptation. Like, well, obviously it's kind of almost the same thing. It's kind of rewarding in that sense. So I don't know whether I'm gonna buy and read the screenplay first, or I am going to watch the movie and then read the screenplay afterwards. I don't know, it might just be a different experience from last time, but I'm really excited about it regardless. My 9th most anticipated release of the rest of the year is a book that I'm really anticipating because it is a companion to my favorite cinematic universe ever. And that, my friends, is Thanos Titan Consumed by Barry Liger. That is right, guys. Thanos is getting his own novelization of a backstory in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. This will be Marvel Cinematic Universe canon, but it will be in novel format. A bunch of people were very nervous about this announcement because the announcement was literally made before Infinity War even came out, so people were actually very concerned that Thanos wasn't gonna get that much screen time in Infinity War. When he did, he just didn't get to share too much of his backstory in Infinity War. And so that's why I personally think it's gonna be a very important addition to the Infinity Saga. That's why I've really got to prioritize it. It comes out, I think, November 20th. It literally comes out less than a week from The Crimes of Grindelwald. I think they pushed it back a bit because it was actually meant to come out in October. Regardless, I'm so excited for this. We're not gonna get another Marvel Cinematic Universe movie till Captain Marvel, so this will kind of keep me going during that period. It's just something that I honestly need. And the final book that I am anticipating in 2018, I mean, there are plenty of books that I'm anticipating in 2018. I've got a long list, but out of the top 10, the last book that I will be mentioning today will be Queen of Air and Darkness by Cassandra Clare. Am I worthy enough of saying this if I haven't read Lord of Shadows yet? I honestly don't know, but I am anticipating this book. And let's be real, I was anticipating it so much that I haven't actually read Lord of Shadows. The reason why I haven't read Lord of Shadows yet was because originally Queen of Air and Darkness was meant to come out in 2019. It wasn't meant to come out in 2018, and so I wanted to put off reading Lord of Shadows till sometime this year, and that's literally what I'm gonna do. But turns out it's coming out in 2018. But obviously it's probably like the latest spot you can ever really put it in 2018, and I will definitely be reading Lord of Shadows in anticipation for Queen of Air and Darkness. I have read Lady Midnight twice, and I read Lady Midnight a second time in anticipation for Lord of Shadows, not knowing that Queen of Air and Darkness was going to be pushed back to 2019 before that they put it to 2018. Anyway, it's a long story. I keep on mentioning it. I need to stop talking about it and I need to do it. I need to read Lord of Shadows so that I can read Queen of Air and Darkness. I'm really excited about the sequels in this series because I just love this series. I love these characters. I'm really enjoying myself reading this series. I am so excited for Queen of Air and Darkness and I'm pretty nervous about it too. But first and foremost, I kind of feel like I'm really nervous reading Lord of Shadows because I've heard a lot of, not bad things, but like things that I should be nervous about, even though I haven't been spoiled yet. If you spoil me in the comments, you're gone. I have a gauntlet and I'm not afraid to use it. So I guess that's gonna be it for this video today, book lovers. If you want to pre-order any of these new releases, I will link every single Book Depository purchase link for them down in the description so you can check them out, you can purchase them, and you can help me out by doing so. And I also have social medias. I'm at G-Swizzelbooks on Twitter and Instagram, and I'm also at Goodreads. That's www.goodreads.com/G-Swizzel. I love you, book lovers, and I will see you later. Peace.